Okay, class 10 students, we were going through some reactions, oxidation and reduction reaction, and earlier also we decided that when the chemical reaction is said to be oxidation and when the chemical reaction is said to be reduction. Today also we will continue with some exercise questions, those exercise questions of oxidation and reduction. Actually, oxidation reduction is a last topic of chemical reaction chapter. This chemical reactions class 10, the first chapter, very important. In the first periodic test, the syllabus will come, the first chapter chemistry. So let us go through some more exercises of this oxidation and reduction. Like you see here, some chemical reaction that we have to decide, like ferric oxide Fe2O3. When carbon monoxide CO is what? CO is carbon monoxide. So see here, ferric oxide when reacts with carbon monoxide, then what happens? Iron is formed and carbon dioxide we obtain, carbon dioxide gas. So which type of reaction is that? Is it redox reaction? Then where there is oxidation, where there is reduction, that we have to decide. Earlier you know that we have got some idea of oxidation and reduction, so that we will check here that is it here oxidation happening, is it reduction happening. So how it happening, how it occurs, that we will check it. I think we have gone through those videos, earlier videos, and also the exercise, the problems that I have given you. So that we are in the process of solving also. So here what we see, carbon monoxide. Okay, carbon monoxide why monoxide we are calling? Because one oxygen is there, mono, that is carbon monoxide. There is addition of oxygen, one oxygen is added here, so it becomes carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide. So what we see, this is oxidation reaction happening. That means carbon monoxide is oxidized to carbon dioxide, because addition of oxygen is oxidation. Addition of oxygen is oxidation. So there is addition of oxygen in carbon monoxide and it becomes carbon dioxide. So here one oxygen atom, here two oxygen atom. So addition of oxygen, oxidation. Okay, now let us check, is there reduction reaction also? Now see Fe2O3, ferric oxide. What happens here? Ferric oxide. Ferric oxide Fe2O3 is being converted here into iron. Okay. Ferric oxide color, actually white color. Here it is being converted into red brown. We can say this iron. So iron, how it is obtained from ferric oxide? Here loss of oxygen takes place. Oxygen loss is there. So here oxygen, here no oxygen. So what is loss of oxygen? Reduction. So we see here reduction occurs. So we can say that ferric oxide is being reduced due to loss of oxygen. So again, with oxidation reduction also is there. This type of reaction is called redox reaction, and that is main part of any chemical reaction, because generally all the chemical reactions are essentially redox reaction. With oxidation, reduction always occurs, because if there is loss of oxygen here, then there must be somewhere gain of oxygen. So gain of oxygen, okay. So gain of oxygen is always oxidation. Now we're talking about oxidizing agent and reducing agent. See here, what is the meaning of oxidizing agent? I said you earlier that oxidizing agent is that chemical compound, or that metal, non-metal, or any agent, chemical reagent, which is being reduced. So what is being reduced here? Ferric oxide is being reduced. So ferric oxide is oxidizing agent. Ferric oxide is oxidizing agent. That is very clear. Okay. Oxidizing agent means that chemical compound which is undergoing through reduction. Okay, oxidizing agent. What is reducing agent? Reducing agent is that chemical compound which goes through oxidation. So carbon monoxide goes through oxidation. So it is reducing agent. So again you have to understand some points like reducing agent, oxidizing agent, oxidation, reduction. These are the important topic of redox reaction. Okay, these are important points you have to remember. Now another way also we can define oxidation reduction. So let's see in the second equation what happens. Potassium, okay, potassium is reacting with fluorine. Okay, potassium is reacting with fluorine gas. Now here we obtain potassium fluoride, Kf. K means potassium, metal. Fluorine is a non-metal fluorine gas, and we obtain potassium fluoride, a compound. So what is oxidation? What is reduction here? Which reaction is oxidation? Which reaction is reduction? Let us decide here. Now potassium here getting addition of fluorine. Fluorine is non-metal. Fluorine is non-metal. So addition of non-metal, we have got the idea. Addition of non-metal is oxidation. Okay, addition of non-metal is oxidation. This is also definition of oxidation. So oxidation here, potassium being added fluorine. Potassium being added fluorine. So this is addition of non-metal. So this is oxidation. Now if there is oxidation, where there is reduction? Now think about fluorine. What fluorine? Fluorine goes through reduction. because there is addition of metals. Addition of metal is called oxidation, not reduction. Not oxidation. Oxidation is addition of non-metal, and reduction is addition of here metal. Reduction is addition of metals. So you are getting another definition also of oxidation reduction. First definition, very easy definition that you will remember. Addition of oxygen is oxidation, and removal of oxygen is reduction. Okay, you should remember this. The first reaction, you have got this. In the second reaction, new definition. Addition of non-metal is oxidation, and addition of metal is reduction. Okay, this point also you should remember. Now, what is oxidizing agent here? You see, if you have to decide oxidizing agent, what will be oxidizing agent? Now, potassium is going through oxidation, and fluorine gas is going through reduction. So fluorine will be oxidizing agent. Fluorine will be oxidizing agent because it is going through reduction. Okay. Now, which will be reducing agent? Potassium is going through oxidation, so it will be reducing agent. So potassium is reducing agent. Potassium is reducing agent. That is very, very important to learn. Very important to understand that potassium is going through oxidation, so it is reducing agent. Fluorine is going through reduction, so it is oxidizing agent. That is the sense of oxidizing agent and reducing agent. Okay, some more reaction we will verify and decide as oxidation and reduction. But before that, one thing more you know, that gain of electrons and loss of electrons. The oxidation reduction in terms of gain and loss of electrons. Now, you tell me, what is gain of electrons called? Few seconds I am giving. Think it. Gain of electrons, what it is called? Gain of electrons is reduction. So here, actually, we can say here, fluorine is gaining electron. So fluorine is reducing. Fluorine is reduced because it is gaining electron. Oxidation. Loss of electron is oxidation. Potassium loss electron. Potassium loss electron. So potassium is going through oxidation. Loss of electron is oxidation. So two more points you should always remember, that loss of electrons is oxidation. Okay, loss of electrons Okay, loss of electron is oxidation. Loss of electrons. I am rubbing this. Then again, we will go through some more reactions. Loss of electrons is oxidation. Last point, you should remember, loss of electrons is oxidation. Loss of electrons is oxidation, and gain of electrons is reduction. Okay, so you should remember these 2 points also in terms of gain and loss of electrons. Okay, some more reaction. Let us go through, because in the examination part also we will get many exercises, many reactions. So let us go through some more reaction. I am writing like ammonia. Ammonia, when reacting with oxygen, then nitric oxide NO and H2O. Okay, we can balance this. Okay, now see all of you this reaction. Here we have to decide oxidation and reduction. Ammonia NH3, you know the chemical formula for ammonia. When reacts with oxygen, we obtain nitric oxide NO and water. So you tell me, any one of you, that which is being oxidized and which is being reduced. You tell me. Which is being oxidized and which is being reduced. Now you see oxygen O2, okay, becomes H2O here. Here we can see nitrogen is getting oxygen. Nitrogen is getting oxygen and loss of hydrogen also. So getting oxygen, gain of oxygen. So this is oxidation. This could be oxidation. At the same time, there is loss of hydrogen also. So ammonia is being oxidized to nitric oxide. So we can write oxidation. So ammonia is being oxidized to nitric oxide. This is oxidation. Why? Addition of oxygen, no oxygen, oxygen. Loss of hydrogen also called oxidation. Okay, loss of hydrogen also. Loss of hydrogen is oxidation. So here loss of hydrogen also takes place. So where there is reduction? Is there any reduction here? Now see here, oxygen is getting here hydrogen. So addition of hydrogen taking place. So addition of hydrogen is reduction. So addition of hydrogen is reduction. Okay, is it clear? All of you getting all these ideas? because this point is also about oxidation reduction important. Okay, gain of hydrogen and loss of hydrogen. It is clear. Oxygen is gaining. Okay, oxygen is gaining. Oxygen O2 is gaining hydrogen to become water. What is gain of hydrogen? Reduction. Here, loss of hydrogen taking place. Hydrogen, no hydrogen. So oxidation. Now you can decide which is oxidizing agent and which is reducing agent. Okay, it is not difficult to decide. Okay, ammonia is being oxidized, so it will be reducing agent. Ammonia is reducing agent. Okay, here O2 is being reduced, so O2 will be oxidizing agent. Okay, so these points are important. We will continue in our next video. All these exercises we will solve some more questions. Okay students, thank you.